Good morning, class 9th, chapter number 3, atoms and molecules. Students, we have discussed in last lecture laws of the chemical combination, and we have discussed the law of the conservation of mass and law of the constant proportions. So, what is the law of the conservation of mass? Law of conservation of mass states that the mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. This means that during a chemical reaction, the sum of the masses of the reactants and the product remain unchanged. And next law is law of the constant proportion, states that in a chemical compound, for example water H2O, the elements are always present in a definite proportion by a mass. Water contains the two elements, students, hydrogen, two elements of hydrogen and one element of the oxygen. They combine together in the same ratio of 2:16 or 1:8 by mass. If 9 gram of water is decomposed, we get 1 gram of hydrogen and 8 gram of oxygen. In the same way, ammonia contain two elements nitrogen and hydrogen combined together in the same ratio of 14:3 by mass. 14 is the atomic mass of ammonia and atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, because there is a 3 hydrogen atoms, so ratio will be 14:3 by mass. So student, today we will discuss the Dalton atomic theory. Student, Dalton atomic theory, what is the postulates of the Dalton atomic theory? First of all, according to the Dalton, all matter is made up of very small particles called atoms. All metals or matters, we can say that all matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms, which cannot be divided further. And atoms are, it means atoms are indivisible. Atoms cannot be created or destroyed by the chemical process. In other words, you can say that atoms are indestructible. It cannot be created or destroyed. This is a very important part. So atoms are indivisible or cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reactions. And student, next is all the atoms of a given elements are similar in mass also, and properties also, chemical properties also, size also, mass also, same element. All the atoms of the given elements are same, that is identical in size also, mass also, and chemical properties also. Next is the atoms of different elements. Different elements जो होंगे have different mass and different properties. Different elements, if we talk about elements, one is oxygen and another is copper. So this is the metal and this is the non-metals, and they both they have the different properties. So atoms of the different elements, if we talk about, this is the oxygen element, this is a given element na, they have the same mass and chemical properties also and identical in size also, but different atom of the different elements. If you comparison oxygen and copper, or oxygen and you can take example of the iron. So one is the metal and one is the non-metal, one is electropositive and one is an electronegative. They have the different properties and they have also different size also, masses also, and properties also. Okay, understand? Now students, next point is atoms combine in a small whole number ratio to form compounds. whole ratio होगा इनका. तो simple अगर हम बात करें, during the chemical combination, atoms of the different elements have different masses and the different properties. Understand? And atoms combine in small whole number ratio to form compounds. For example, numerical ratio 1:1, 1:2, 2:3, etc. But if we talk about atoms of the same element, if we talk about the oxygen, if we talk about oxygen and carbon dioxide, so atoms of the same element combine in more than one ratio. यहाँ पर हम रेशो की बात कर रहे थे, जैसे हम कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की बात करते हैं CO2 और 1 इज कार्बन, तो व्हाट इज द रेशो अगेन, तो द सेम एलिमेंट हो गए ना, एटम्स ऑफ सेम एलिमेंट कैन कंबाइन इन मोर देन वन रेशो टू प्रोड्यूस द मोर देन वन कंपाउंड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कार्बन एंड ऑक्सीजन. ओके, कार्बन एंड ऑक्सीजन कंबाइन टुगेदर, दे फॉर्म द कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. एंड जो कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड है, इट हैज द वन एटम ऑफ कार्बन combined with the one atom of oxygen, while in carbon dioxide one atom of carbon combined with two atom of oxygen. So thus the ratio of the carbon monoxide, what is the ratio? 1:1. And while in carbon dioxide, what is the ratio? 1:1:2. So it is a 1:2. So atoms of the same elements can combine in more than one ratio to produce more than one compound. For example, carbon and oxygen. You can take any example. You can take nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen monoxide also. Okay, तो same element H2O. Okay, you can take example of the water also na, hydrogen and oxygen. When hydrogen combined with oxygen, they form water. There is a ratio 2:1, and there is a one compound is H2O2. Same element na, but you can see the ratio. Ratio is different. Understand? So atom of the same element can combine in more than one ratio to produce more than one compound. For example, carbon and oxygen combine to give carbon monoxide, and carbon dioxide. In carbon monoxide, one atom of carbon combined with one atom of oxygen, while in carbon dioxide one atom of the carbon combines with the two atom of oxygen. Thus the ratio of the carbon and oxygen in carbon monoxide is 1:1, while in carbon dioxide is 1:2. Okay, now if we talk about, student, last point is the, in a given compound the relative number and the kind of the atoms are constant. Understand what I am saying? In a given compound the relative number also and the kind of the atoms are constant. For example, we have discussed in the law of the constant proportion. For example, water, always the ratio will be 2:16 or 1:8. And what is the ratio of the ammonia between the nitrogen and hydrogen? 14:3. So in a given compound the relative number and the kind of the atoms are constant. Understand what I am saying? So merits of the Dalton atomic theory, what was the? So student, Dalton atomic theory has proved to very useful in various ways. It has enabled us to explain the law of the chemical combination, law of the conservation of mass also, and law of the constant proportional. And student, Dalton was the first to recognize a workable differentiate between the ultimate particles of element and that the compound atoms. Okay, what I am saying? And Joel Dalton was born in England on 6 September 1766, and he began his teaching career, he began his teaching career in school at a very early age, and later he joined a college in Manchester and began his study in weather science and chemistry. Okay, so if we talk about John Dalton is regarded as one of the founders of modern chemistry. Okay, so I hope you understand. And Joel Dalton discovered the law of the partial pressure and the law of the multiple proportion, and he also proposed a method of the assigning the symbol to the element. The sodium potassium, calcium. He proposed a method how to assign the symbol of the element. Okay, so student, I hope you understand. So today we have discussed the Dalton atomic theory, and tomorrow student, in next video, next lecture, we will discuss the atoms and atomic mass. Okay students, so I hope you understand. So to learn uh, and make the topic law of the chemical combinations and the Dalton atomic theory. Okay students, bye.